Hello everyone, it's Breaking Brian back with the final Zootopia stream before I watch the movie tomorrow. I hope you guys are having a blessed day. It's happy Monday for you guys. I'm curious if anyone's watching in the chat. If you have any questions, just please let me know. This is going to be mostly a Zootopia stream, but if you guys want to ask other questions, I give you permission to as long as they're appropriate. But yeah, also guys, I really cannot recommend it enough. If you have still never seen the first Zootopia movie, just please watch the second one if you can. This week because it'll help Disney out a lot with making a third movie. And also guys, the thing about the sequel is you can kind of watch it without watching the first one because it's still its own standalone, story. Um, the only thing is the characters might reference some stuff from the first movie, but you're still gonna get the majority of the plot because the second movie is very different from the first one in terms of plot. So yeah, let's get started. All right. So if you guys have any questions, please ask away, please, please. All right, I'm opening up Discord for Simba or anyone else who wants to join me on Discord. Let me put on online. All right, so yeah, guys, I'm still so excited for Zootopia 2. I heard people say in China it's gonna be amazing. You know what I mean? I seriously cannot wait for Zootopia 2. Oh, looks like we got someone. Hey, Simba fan, thank you for coming.
Yeah, tomorrow's the big day. I can't.
Yeah, for most people though, it's probably going to be more it's going to be 2 days from now, on Wednesday, because it's still weird to me that the movie comes out on the 26th, but we're watching on the 25th. That's kind of funny. But yes, so after this stream, before I go to watch it, you know what? Actually, I'm probably gonna do this at the movie theater. I'm gonna put in my headphones, and I'm gonna watch the first trailer, the teaser, the final trailer, the international trailer, the Japanese trailer. I might just watch all of those right before the movie starts or before the commercials, cause I am just so excited. You know what I mean? I want to watch it. I kind of want to watch everything just one last time, you know, and then see what happens because yeah, man, I'm so excited, man. Oh my goodness, after a decade of waiting, it's finally coming. It's finally just one more day, man. Oh goodness. Yeah, go ahead. You have any questions or any thoughts, man?
I just can't wait to see the movie. I'm very excited.
Yeah, same. Are you watching it? Are you watching it at what time are you watching it tomorrow?
I think around 4.
Okay. Okay. All right, 4 o'clock then. Um, nice. Yeah, I'll be done with the movie by then. So, yeah. Oh, hey, Josh. Hi, Brian. How are you feeling today? I'm feeling good, Josh. Did some chores around the house. I need to take a shower. I shaved. And I did. I had work today. I came home, had some chili, got the stream ready. Um, I'm gonna watch some more. I'm gonna watch all the Zootopia trailers one last time tonight, and then maybe I'll do it. By the way, guys, thank you so much for the likes. I really appreciate that. But yeah, I'm also probably gonna not just watch the trailers for Zootopia one last time, but I'm leaving. I'm gonna be leaving work at one tomorrow, and I'm gonna be driving to the movie theater. Gonna show them my ticket on the phone, and then I'm watching Zootopia. I am so excited. In less than Man, it's just crazy. In less than 24 hours, I will be seeing Zootopia 2. I will have finished Zootopia 2 by this time tomorrow. actually technically 22 hours from now, but you get what I'm saying. I'm just so excited, Josh. Yeah, man, I cannot wait. If you have any questions, please ask. I do recommend, I do prefer them be more Zootopia based, but if you have questions about other stuff, that is fine. Um, but yeah, um, yeah, man, Simba, I'm so excited, man. I cannot wait for this movie. It's just oh man, it's only such a shame that like that's the thing. Like I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. That 2 hours, that 1 hour 46 minutes, whatever, will go by, and and then that's it. The movie's gonna be over. Like that's it. Like I hope and pray that they don't make us wait that long for Zootopia 3. Like because after the Zootopia 2, I will be like, please tell me there's a third one coming, you know? You know what I'm saying? Like I really cuz I feel like I'm going to be like exploding. Like I'll need to talk to somebody. Um you know what I mean? After Zootopia 2, like I'll need to talk to people, to talk to someone. Um
So, like, this whole journey from D23 last year, when Zootopia 2 was announced last year at D23, all the way up until now, what, how's the journey been for you? This whole, like, wait from D23 last year up till now.
I'll be honest, man, it has been hard. It has been very hard, but um I mean, at least like I will say this, Disney did a good job with advertising Zootopia 2. They advertised it. It got so popular. It's not even funny. You know what I mean? On Instagram, on Twitter, um, on everything, on YouTube, the ads, all that stuff. I seriously just cannot wait for Zootopia 2, and I think Disney did a good job with. Obviously, they messed up making the fans wait so long, but I think they did a good job with teasing the fans and showing stuff. My only thing is, though, I kind of think I could be wrong, but they might have shown too much in like promos and stuff. Cause like now, like even though I don't know what exactly is gonna happen, like we've already seen a lot of the movie in the promos and stuff. And also, I'll say this: I think they had too many sneak peeks. There was a sneak peek with Nick and Judy in the soda scene, and that's okay, you know what I mean. But there was a sneak peek with Gary, you know what I mean, in the mansion, and I think that's something they should have kept out, you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
how did they get a sneak peek of Gary? The part where it's like don't hurt him and hurt him. Gary was like that. I think they should have kept that whole scene. I only saw the first like 10 seconds of it, and that I stopped. Like I want to be like what I'm trying to say is I want to be surprised when I see the movie. Like, but I don't know. Seeing all those scenes, like I feel like they released too many. Like there's a scene with Bellwether too. Um, I don't know if you saw that on thumbnails and stuff, but there's a scene on Bellwether on YouTube for Zootopia 2, and I know a little bit about what happens in it, but I don't want to see it. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna watch it. Like you know what I mean? It's just like one of those things where I'm like, oh come on, like why does this get I mean it's not leaked, right? It's getting released fairly, so I don't understand why. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like too many sneak peeks have been released from the movie. I think the promos and stuff have been good, and I think they did a great job with the advertisements and the merchandise. Because a lot of people were like, "Hey, when is the advertisement for Zootopia 2 coming out?" Like they're not doing it, um, and all that stuff. And then like after that first trailer, after that teaser trailer, not much in terms of advertisements. And then after that first trailer, like 3 months ago, boom, the advertisements started going like crazy. Um, you know what I mean? So I cannot wait. I just like I said, I just really hope that they do a third movie in a few years. Like Disney literally tells the fans, like, yes, we are doing a third movie. We promise. Um, yeah. All right, go ahead.
And of course, I know it's like beating a dead horse here, but I can't stand the wild hops nonsense I've been seeing. Can't stand that at all.
Yeah, I know. Me too, man. We just gotta give it a little bit more time. Um, cause you know the fans, man. You know some of these fans, they have nothing better to do than to ship Nick and Judy, which, it's like it's just always the same. Like, is this seriously the most important thing in your life? You know what I mean? To ship these two fictional characters. You have nothing better to do in your life than to ship them. Like come on, you gotta. That's just sad. So I will say that I definitely think that this movie will very much put the rest on the whole. Will they? Won't they? With Nick and Judy? Because like I said, whether or not it happens or doesn't happen, I don't. I'm still gonna enjoy the movie. I would prefer it doesn't happen because, like I said, I think it's just weird that first off, like I said, Disney doesn't do romance, but also, um, I mean, not just that, but also, having the main male character and female character together as a couple, like that's overdone in stories. And like I said, I just don't think it's gonna happen. Um, yeah, no, I don't think it's happening, man. And just like hopefully people will finally shut up and yeah, just like that. Just shut up. Like, stop talking about it. Stop obsessing over it. The movie will come out. It'll be amazing. Your ship won't happen, and you'll accept it. Like, like it's just oh my goodness. Like people just need to stop. Like, let's just give it some more time, man. Just one more day, and like, you know what I mean? Like, do you want to shove it in everyone's faces after the movie comes out? After we watch the movie, if Nick and Judy don't become a couple, do you want to shove it in everyone's faces, Simba, about how like we were right? We were like, yeah, we told you guys it wasn't gonna happen. You didn't listen to us. You know.
I would actually.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. And all the stuff on Instagram and everything, all those people that just ship Nick and Judy. Like I said, it's okay to ship them. That's fine if you ship them. I'm not saying you can't do that. It's a free country, whatever. But I'm saying that you guys, the shippers, have taken it way too far, and I mean way too far. And the people who don't ship them, like us, um, we have a right to be like, yeah, like you guys were so wrong, and yeah, because honestly, like it's just ridiculous. Like, it took like so.
It's like I mentioned before that Nick and Judy are already having trouble with their partnership to the point where they need to go to Dr. Fuzby's office for for therapy or something like that.
Yeah,
So
well,
if they're already having trouble with their partnership, then how can they manage a relationship when they're already having trouble being partners?
yes, exactly. If Nick and Judy cannot even work together on a case, then how can they be part? Then how could they be life partners? That's just not gonna work. You know what I mean? That does not work in the slightest. If they can't even get along as work partners, they're not gonna get along as life partners. It's just not happening. Um, Yeah, so yeah, man, you just gotta get yeah, like, and also this is also why I want to shove it in those people's faces. They have been torturing us nonstop for 9 years about Nick and Judy, a couple, the ship. 9 years, the shippers have been torturing the people who haven't shipped them, who just want them to stay as friends. 9 years, all the stupid comics, all the stupid art, all the ridiculous everything and the comments and all that stuff, the videos, the AI, man, has been insane. There's so much AI with Nick and
Like,
Judy.
like, like, like you wouldn't believe how many in the last week or so, how many, like on you, me scrolling on YouTube, how many freaking Zootopia AI videos I've seen of Nick and Judy being a couple, falling in love, getting married.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And like that just it frustrates me. It's like, can you guys like just chill? Okay, it's one thing to ship them, okay, but can you guys chill with it? Just a little bit, just a little bit. You know? can you not take this so far? Can you not like be this ridiculously obsessed with it? You know? But no, you have to be obsessed. It's just, oh my goodness. So yeah, when the movie comes out and Nick and Judy don't become a couple, then yeah, I'm gonna shove it in everyone's faces and be like, yeah, you guys have been doing this to us nonstop. You deserve this. Um,
But yeah, that's enough of the Wild Hops nonsense. Okay, like it's not going to happen. But yeah, I'm very excited for the movie tomorrow. Can't wait to see it.
yeah, same man. Um,
And I do believe this movie is going to be very successful. It's going to make a ton of money.
yeah, I think so too, man. It's looking really good because um, the amount of stuff that has been, the amount of stuff they've been, well, like, okay, let me just say, like, they have been doing so much with, well, just everything. The ads, um, yeah, they've been with the ads, the advertisements, just so much. They have been doing a great job with everything, and I cannot wait to see it. I mean, yeah, like I said, I think this movie is going to be fantastic because the amount of uh, advertisements and work Disney put into it. Yeah, it's just really really good, and I cannot wait. I mean, already China and everything. It's they've already done like records. It's getting on track like crazy. I don't know if it's gonna hit the 2 billion mark. So, but yeah. Oh, that's funny.
It definitely shows that people love this franchise. People love Zootopia. People love the character. Like this franchise is super popular.
Yeah, exactly. There's just lots of material for it, and there's just lots of story, and they really are taking their time. They really took their time with this movie. So it's like, I mean, they took their time as far as not doing it. They should have done it way sooner. And like I said, in the third movie, I definitely think they should do a like. I definitely think it should come out a lot sooner. Like, oh my goodness, definitely should. Um, but yeah,
I've even seen like posts on Twitter of like people like people are making posts on Twitter about like they're doing the like the Zootopia and they have the three on them and they're like theorizing that Disney is going to be Zootopia 3 at the end of this movie. I've been seeing that on Twitter.
I hope so, man. I mean, I hope that's the case. Hopefully, they're not tricking us and lying to us with AI and stuff, but I hope that is the case because we need a third movie. We just do. There is so much. First off, we still don't know what's going on with, like, okay, so like primates and stuff, apes, monkeys, like, do those exist in the world of Zootopia? Have they been are they sentient? Did they evolve just like the other animals? Yes, no, do they exist? Same thing with birds. Where are the birds? This is another thing, and also there's amphibians too, like, yes, there's snakes and reptiles, but I don't recall seeing any frogs. And I saw someone say like, oh man, they're hoping we could see a Komodo dragon, character, so like, yeah, there's still so much lore and stuff with Zootopia, and let's remember they said that Zootopia 2 would be darker than the first movie. Um, so it's like, okay, interesting. Like how, how darker, Um, and then you know what I mean, and we're getting a lot of new characters in the second movie. What was his name? Robert. Gosh. Steve Irwin, right? Steve Irwin. His son. Like he's gonna be.
Robert Irwin.
Yeah, yeah, Robert Irwin. He's gonna be a character in Zootopia too. It's just like, man, that's awesome. Like they really are just, putting so much. You got Kevin McAllister, London Tipton, like, you got all these, the actors for them, just coming in for this movie. The Rock too. Like, there's just so much quality that they put in. Disney put in. Now, obviously, yes, Disney has not been working on this movie until 2 years ago, but regardless, I admit Disney did a great job with the last 2 years of making this movie. Getting it ready, making sure it's perfect. And I seriously cannot wait, man. I seriously want to watch this movie, and then I feel like a part of me is gonna be so sad when it ends because I'm gonna be like, no, it's already over. Like, oh man, like that's it. But yeah, we just gotta get through it, man. One more day, less than a day now.
So your question about primates being in the world of Zootopia. So, like, do you think primates or monkeys would like work in the world of Zootopia, considering that like humans are closely related to them?
Um, mm, that depends. I mean, I don't think that depends. I don't see the issue. I don't really care that much for them. Like I'm just genuinely curious. Like I just want an answer. But like I don't need to see the primates, but also humans and primates are not really that similar. Like I don't believe in that. Like I don't believe humans evolved from, apes, from primates, monkeys. Like I don't believe that at all. So I'm just saying that like I don't see how it would be too much of an issue. Um, but like I said, it's not a big deal. What is though is like, yeah, the birds though, that is not negotiable. We need to see where the birds are in this universe. That is one thing. I mean, like penguins, eagles, um, chickens. Like I want to see that. Like imagine the banter that Nick could have about a chicken. Like, there's just so much. Like, imagine you have a chicken in a suit walking down the road, and Nick is like, "Hey, carrots, why the chicken cross the road?" And you know what I mean? And Judy's like, "Nick, like, that would be so funny." Like, there's plenty of story left for this franchise. I really hope they do something like that. And yeah, they could do something easy like yeah, birds live in a different city in the world of Zootopia. One that's more designed for them. But yeah, like, and you know what I mean. Like, I feel like they have to introduce birds, and then also at some point they need to bring in the whole night howler stuff again. But yeah, after Zootopia 2, I need one or two more movies. Like, that's it, you know what I mean? Because look at Moana. Moana is getting a live action. It got a sequel. Where's Zootopia's live action? I'm kidding. You don't need it. Zootopia doesn't need a live action. But the fact that Moana is going to have its third movie in the franchise, like, Frozen also has gotten a lot of attention. Like I said, I think Zootopia needs a lot more attention. It needs a second season of Tales, Zootopia Plus, and it needs 3, 4 movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. So what's on your mind, man? Anything else? As are you gonna watch a couple of the last? You gonna watch a couple of trailers before you go see the movie? Like
Well,
oh, go ahead.
once the stream is done, I'm probably going to rewatch the first movie again to get ready for the second movie.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm not going to, just because I want to be kind of fresh from like what I mean. I remember everything about the first movie, obviously, but or at least most of it. But I still would like to be like, hey, I want to like, well, like the first Zootopia movie, like, um, I don't know. I guess I just want to be like surprised again, but yeah. Well, I hope you enjoy, man. Cause yeah, I can't. I don't think I can watch the first movie again tonight. I don't think it's doable. I mean, it would be nice, but and even though I do love the movie, I feel like I'm just gonna get ready for it with the trailers. I think I'm gonna watch the trailers again and just get my hype up. Um, yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, man, I'm so excited. Like, oh my goodness, Zootopia 2. It's finally coming, man. It is finally coming. It took forever. Um, but yeah, man, we're finally gonna get it. I wonder. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was just gonna say, man, I can't wait to see all these scenes in the movie and just. I mean, you got Nick. Oh, you know what's funny? Like, do you have any idea how iconic now Nick hitting Gary with the frying pan is? Like, that is like every trailer now, every promo, everything now. Like, that's like one of the most like famous things coming in, for Zootopia 2. Like, when people try to when people think about Zootopia 2, like that is one of the biggest scenes that pops up from the teasers and trailers. It's Nick hitting Gary with a frying pan. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I find that
And
hilarious.
and me personally, that's what I love about Gary as a character. That even though Nick smacked him with a frying pan, Gary, he's not even mad about it.
Yeah, it definitely seems like he isn't mad about that. I'm definitely curious to see. Um, the thing, yeah, I mean, the thing is about Gary is we see him talk to Judy a little bit, and then the stuff at the mansion, and then and he gets hit with a frying pan, and that's it. We don't really get to see Gary that much. Out of all the teasers and promos and all that stuff, we don't really get a whole lot of Gary in, you know what I mean? Like in Zootopia 2 so far with what we've seen. My guess is that they're keeping it a lot hidden, you know? You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure only one sneak peek of Gary at the mansion. I'm pretty sure that's the only sneak peek for Zootopia 2 that has released now, you know what I mean? And then all the other scenes pretty much with Gary are just little shots in the trailers and promos, you know?
And one thing I've noticed about rewatching the trailer about as many times as I have, that I've noticed that at one point, I guess the ZPD are going to be chasing Nick and Judy through that marsh district that they go to. Like at some point in the movie, the ZPD, like I've noticed that.
Just now?
No, while we're watching the trailers, I've noticed that at some point Nick and Judy get chased by the ZPD through that marsh district that they go to.
Yeah, we always assumed that they chased Gary, and then they started showing other footage of, hey, no, after the final trailer that we actually got to see that the ZPD was chasing Nick and Judy as they were chasing Gary. Um, and yeah, man. And by the way, I'm still kind of disappointed at the whole the hooded character is not actually the villain thing. Because, like I said, that's just full on lying to the fans, you know? I mean, they said that, hey, this guy's a bad guy, the villain for Zootopia 2, and then to not have him in the actual movie? Like, no, no. You know what I mean? Like, I'm seriously hoping that Disney's just trying to trick us or something. Like, the hooded character has to appear. Oh, hey, DeRosa. Good to see you, man. You said, yo, Brian. Yo, man, what's up? But yeah, Simba, what I was trying to say is, I feel like they have to have the hooded character at least appear once in the movie. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah.
I feel like they have to. Otherwise, it's just false advertising, and they completely lied to us. Because, like I said, I want to love Zootopia 2. I want to give it an 11 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 movie. You know what I mean? Like, I want to. I really, really want to. It's just, please, Disney, don't make mistakes, certain mistakes. Like, I don't know, some people even say, like, hey, Zootopia 2 is going to be just like this first movie. Well, it's supposed to be a little bit like the first movie because, first off, there's not much of a time skip, like the second movie kind of takes place pretty much after the first one, and Also, I hate time skips now, kind of thing in my life. But also, um, even though it's been many years for us, it hasn't been that long for Nick and Judy, and they still need to look the same. You know, it's you can't just make them look different. You have to they have to look amazing. They have to flow well. You know, when they move. Um, yeah, it's just all that stuff. So yeah, like I mean that's what a sequel is, right? It's like, oh, it's too similar to the first one. Well, we asked for a sequel. If it's not similar to the first one, then we're gonna be pissed. You know what I mean? Like that's one thing too about stories. Like, hey, if a sequel to a movie is not like the first movie, then it's gonna be bad. Or if it's too similar, it's like no, it has to be a little bit different and a little similar. And I feel like they did a good job with that because we are returning to Nick and Judy. We're getting new characters. We're getting old characters. We're getting lots of new jokes, but we're also getting a few old jokes. You know, remix like like Flash is a sloth. He's slow, no problem. Like see like that kind of stuff. Like, and then Nibbles talking to Roy or whatever his name is. In the swamp. And not to mention they introduce Gary. They introduce a third main character in the movie. You know, it's gonna be Nick, Judy, and Gary. You know, in Zootopia 3. You know, and they have Gazelle. They have Bogo. They have reptiles. That is something that fans wanted. Fans were like, "Hey, where are reptiles in Zootopia 1? Where are birds? Where's this?" And they're introducing reptiles. So I feel like when people say, "Oh, they're gonna make it too similar," it's like we asked for a sequel. We asked what happens to reptiles. We asked for Nick and Judy to come back, and even though it's been many years, late, they delivered on that. So let's just shut up and watch the movie and accept it. Because this is what we asked for. We asked an answer for the reptiles. We asked for a sequel, and we asked for more Nick and Judy. That's what this is, you know. So let's just watch the movie and be the judge of, hey, is it too similar to the first movie? You know, let's just watch it first. You know.
So, how you mentioned, I know this is a Zootopia 2 stream, and I'm gonna do my best to try and stay on Zootopia, but I just have to quickly mention that that I don't like time skips either, and it's because of The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead did time skips terribly.
Yeah, I agree, man. Walking Dead made me hate time skips. Does Brian go to college? Just wondering. I used to, DeRosa. I used to go to college. Not anymore. I am done with that. I graduated many years ago, and I'm living my life now. So, yep. I mean, I got a full time job, so why would I go to college? You know.
But
Um,
I really do like that. I really do like that before it was just Nick and Judy. Like the first movie, it was just Nick and Judy. I do like how they kind of made it a trend now with Nick, Judy, and Gary.
yeah. Although, like, if they do a third movie, I don't know if I would want them to do Nick, Judy, and then a bird character. You know what I mean? That part might get kind of tricky. You know what I mean? Um, you know what I'm saying? Like if they did a third movie, oh dang, what was your major? Applied science, drafting. That was my major. My degree was in applied science, but my major was drafting. I'm a drafter. So yeah, Simba. If they do a third movie, should they do? Should they have it be Nick, Judy, and then a bird character? In the third movie, or should it just be Nick, Judy, and just the regular cast? Should Gary make a return? I will say that I will say this: if Gary can make a return in some way that makes sense, then sure, he could be in Zootopia 3. You know what I mean? Like obviously it depends on a few things. One is how awesome of a character is he? You know what I mean? Like how much the fans love him in the movie. That is one thing, absolutely. That should determine whether or not Gary returns. How great was he in the second movie? But I do think that if they make a third movie, God be good. I do think that I don't think that they should have Gary have a huge role in a third movie if they make one. You know what I'm saying? Um, like, you get what I'm saying, Simba? Like, it's like I don't know, like, or should it be like that? Should Gary have his? Should Gary officially be the third member of Nick and Judy? Like, it's no longer a duo. From now on, Zootopia is going to be Nick, Judy, and Gary. Kind of like how SpongeBob a lot of times is SpongeBob, Patrick, and Squidward. You know, like because I feel like I feel like Nick and Judy should stay as a duo, but you can have their other friends mixed in too. I just don't really know how that would go because yeah, with more characters, yeah, I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I personally think Gary is going to become a fan favorite. Like you said, you think that he's going to be the Perito of this movie, and Perito from Puss in Boots became a fan favorite.
Yeah, that's true. He did. Yeah, that's true. You're right. He did. The thing is though, like with Perito, it kind of makes sense why he sticks with Perito sticking with Puss and Kitty makes sense, but I don't think it would make sense for Gary to stick with Nick and Judy um because Gary has his own family. Gary is not a cop. You know, there's a couple of things that would complicate Gary being close to Nick and Judy in that way. That's quite interesting, Brian. Yeah, they should have The Rock in Zootopia. He is in Zootopia. The Rock actually is going to voice a character. Um, yeah, you didn't know that. Oh, by the way, man, thank you so much for the likes. I really appreciate that. But yeah, The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson is going to be in Zootopia too. You just gotta watch it, man. Like I said, guys, please watch the movie if you can. It's a great movie. Like it's gonna be a great movie, and you know, like I highly recommend Zootopia too. It is one of the biggest movies I could recommend. Like I cannot recommend it enough. But yeah, you see what I'm saying, Simba? Like I feel like Gary cannot. Wait for real, Ella. I've never seen Zootopia. Well, DeRosa, you could watch the first movie, or you could just watch the second one without seeing the first one, because the second movie does stand on its own, and you could consider the first movie like a prequel. Like it is, the second movie does stand on its own, like pretty well. Like you know what I mean? It is, you know what I mean? Like that's how they're making the movies. It is doable in that way. But yeah, so Simba, what are your thoughts on the whole thing? Like what I mentioned, how like Nick and Judy are the face of Zootopia. Making Gary like the third face, I don't know. I do support Gary being in the close friend group with Nick and Judy, but I don't think he could be the third member, you know? Like the official, you know what I mean? Like in Zootopia 3, like it's going to be Nick, Judy, Gary. Like again, you know what I mean? Like I don't know about that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But also Perito doesn't have anywhere else to go, so it makes sense for him to be with Kitty and Puss. Gary does though. He has a family, so there's like that complication. Where like, and also like I said, he's not a cop, so like how does that work? You know?
Like this is just what I love about the world of Zootopia. Like I mentioned before, the fact that they've already introduced a brand new character in Gary the Snake, and I already love him and I already care about him. Definitely says something about Zootopia, and it's not like that with The Walking Dead. Like I said, The Walking Dead, I don't care about anyone in that franchise no more.
Yeah, same.
But like I said, that's just what I love about Zootopia is that they introduced a brand new character in Gary, and I already love him. Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you think?
1 second. Um, yeah, I really like Gary a lot. Just have to see him obviously in the movie. Um, I cannot wait. I do though don't think that he should like I said, be the third, character in the trio in the duo, making it a trio, in terms of like forever in the franchise. You know what I mean? But I do think Gary should make appearances, later in the story in the world of Zootopia. You know what I mean? Like, hey, maybe if they do a season two of Tales of Zootopia, they could show Gary. Like after the movie, after the second movie, or maybe before. There could be a scene where Gary is doing something at the same time as the second movie that maybe like almost like a deleted scene. Um, and I seriously do think it would be funny if Gary was to wrap around someone like an anaconda and say something like, "Oh, I am so sorry, stupid snake instincts. Like this is how I greet people. I'm so sorry. I can't help it." It's just I think that would be so funny. For like someone to be terrified, they get wrapped around. And he's like, "I'm so sorry. It's a snake thing." Like I think that would be hilarious.
I think I've mentioned before that I kind of want to see that happen to Nick.
Yeah, and because like Nick definitely he definitely is not like familiar with reptiles. So yeah, I mean neither is Judy, but yeah, like it seems like I don't know. It seems like Nick's thing with reptiles might get fleshed out more than Judy's. Um, you know what I mean? Like I mean, it kind of makes sense. Nick is getting a lot more gonna get a lot more development than the first movie. Um, because like he's getting like well, I don't know. That's kind of tricky. He's getting like 50% of the screen time, but then again, you have Gary in there. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. But yeah, I definitely think something like that will happen. Like, do you remember all those teasers? Every time Gary drops on Nick and Judy, Nick looks kind of scared, and Judy looks kind of like, what? Like, so I definitely think that, like, Nick is, like, a little more uncomfortable with Gary, because, like, I don't know. Maybe it's like a personal space thing or something. Who knows? But yeah, Gary is. It's funny how I think back to the teasers. He's so affectionate, and then the way he wraps Nick and Judy, and then drags them away is just so funny. Like how he like dragged them with his tail. It's just that part was funny.
So 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 if Zootopia 2 is very successful, which I really think it is going to be a very successful movie in my opinion. Do you see like this movie making Nick and Judy even more iconic?
Yes, I think so. This movie is coming out around Thanksgiving. Like, there's a lot riding on this movie, and think about it, man. They made the fans wait 9 years to see this movie. Okay, we are finally getting Zootopia 2. Okay, it is about time. Okay, so yeah, I definitely think that Nick and Judy will be more iconic. I mean, look what happened. Every time, like every when people think of Nick now, they like, hey, remember the frying pan scene? Like, that is what they're gonna think about a lot. It's just it happens. Like they're gonna have more iconic scenes, like Nick pulling Judy's ears. Like it's just like it happens. Like these characters are gonna have much more iconic scenes, and yeah, I can't wait.
So so in your personal opinion, do you think Nick is way more bigger and iconic than Judy?
I wouldn't say way more. I would definitely say yes, more. Um, he definitely has. He definitely wins polls and stuff more than Judy, but Judy is still very popular. You know. Um,
Yeah.
all right, man. Stream is kind of dying, so let's see how much longer we got. I'm gonna be ending the stream soon. I think I might end it early. Um, I'm gonna try and hit the 1 hour mark. But yeah, any idea though with the whole Nick? If you look on the YouTube though, you'll see Nick with the mustache, like, and Judy is so done. It's funny because in the first movie, Judy rarely ever gave these looks to Nick. Remember, Nick was like, "Sorry, can you play that again?" Wasn't wearing my glasses. Like Judy's been giving Nick a lot more like the seriously face, you know, like the "I'm so done with this." Like when Nick jokes around and all that, like he's definitely been giving Judy's definitely been giving him that look of like, dude, really, like with the jokes, like, it's I don't know, it's kind of funny. Um,
Can I ask you something?
yeah.
So, in your personal opinion, do you think Nick is the most iconic Disney Fox out of how many Disney Foxes that
Um,
you know of? Is Nick the most iconic?
yes, Robin Hood is really still iconic, but I would say that Nick is definitely he's the Fox for the modern era, like with Disney. So yes, I definitely think that Nick is the face when it comes to foxes for Disney. Even though Robin Hood still did very well, and he's still iconic. By the way, I'm reading this right now. Zootopia 2 is projected to gross over 500 million in its opening weekend. In okay, 500 million opening weekend. Okay, in China alone is expected to earn over 200 million in its first few days. In fact, its pre-sales have already surpassed those of Avatar: The Way of Water. Huh. Interesting. You know? Um so like yeah, I mean, and look what happened with Avatar, like as soon as Avatar 2 finished, they were like, "Hey, we're making a third one, guys. Let's not wait a million years." You know?
If I'm being honest with you, I could care less about Avatar. I do not care about those movies.
I mean, I do like it ish. Like it's okay. Like I'm not invested in the world and all that, but I know it's pretty popular and it's not bad. It's just me personally, it's just not my shtick. Like I'll watch it for a fun time, but like it's like I still haven't even watched the trailer and all that. You know what I mean? Like I'm not dying for the next movie. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kind of like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I guess I'll check it out. Um, but yeah, like I am going to watch Avatar 3. Just not crazy
And
about it. Not crazy about it.
and another thing I want to hear your opinions on is like why do you like I know G is very popular, but why do you think why do you think so many people for Nick over Judy?
It's a couple of things. It's a couple of things. One is people um they identify with foxes more. Foxes are less popular. They're more, um, even though bunnies are cuter and all that. I Foxes don't get a lot of love, and people are very aware of this. Um, there's also the fact that Nick does have a lot more charisma than Judy. When it comes to the fans and stuff, like he just has that kind of he just kind of has that attitude, that mindset that people can gravitate towards more than Judy's. Um, and not just that, but like foxes are not very popular in media, and people want to see more foxes. So like when Zootopia came out, like it was kind of like finally, Fox is getting some screen time and development in stories because Foxes rarely, get time to shine in stories. Not to mention like Robin Hood, Disney's Robin Hood. He kind of started the massive like love for foxes, and Disney. He kind of started that, um, and Nick kind of like helped perfect it and keep it alive, kind of thing. So yeah, there's just a lot of reasons why Nick is more popular. Um, More charisma. People want to see foxes more in stories. They think foxes are cooler than bunnies. Bunnies are cute, but come on, foxes are cooler. Um, and yeah, there's just yeah, those are some of the reasons in my personal opinion.
I definitely agree with that. Yeah.
All right. Anything else? I'm gonna be ending the stream in like 8 minutes, I think.
And also, like me personally, conference scene, at least to me, did kind of hurt Judy's character for me a little bit because because she knew what Nick went through as a child, the trauma that he had, or the trauma that he had from his childhood, but then she still like said what she said during the conference, and that kind of brought up like flashbacks as a child, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's very true.
Also, I think that's another reason why people love Nick. That I think some people might feel bad for him because of what he went through as a kid.
Yeah, yeah. There's definitely that too. I agree with that. What else? One second. Sorry, I'm looking for something right now. Gosh, I need to do my checks too and shower. Hold on, where is that? Yeah, so yeah, there's definitely that too. Judy's trauma, she got over it. Nick though never really did, so there's that too. Nick kind of more held on to his trauma, whereas Judy kind of brushed it off, staying positive. And yeah, it's yeah, just stuff like that. Probably. All right, man. Anything else that you want to say or mention? Cause yeah, man, this is it, man. After I end the stream, like we can chat on YouTube here and there, but that's it, man. Like, cause I'm gonna be watching. Uh, I'm not gonna be back on Discord. For until after I see the movie, man. Like, isn't that crazy? Like, after I leave tonight, I am watching Zootopia 2. Well, I'm going to work first, then I'm watching Zootopia 2, and then I'm gonna come back and be like, dude, I've seen the movie now, you know? So, yeah.
I really do hope that by the time we do like chat again like this, I really do hope that I can tell you and say that Zootopia 2 was better than the first.
We'll have to see, man. We'll have to see about that, cause yeah, that the first movie was so good, We're just gonna have to see. I think it definitely
Yeah.
has. I definitely think it has the potential to be better. It's just we have to see.
But me personally, like after the stream, when I do rewatch the first movie, I'm not gonna rewatch Zootopia Plus.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you technically don't really need it. You don't need to watch it to like get the story and um
But I do hope that Zootopia Plus does get a second season, something.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, me too, man. I hope so too, cause that would be great.
The only thing is, what characters and stories would they cover for Zootopia Plus 2?
Probably some characters in the second movie. If I had to guess, that's probably what they're gonna do. I mean, it kind of makes sense to like do characters in the second movie for the second season. I would like to see Gary and Larry, those two wolves, return. You know what I mean? Like, I would really like to see them though.
But like I said, when I see the movie tomorrow, okay, like I'm gonna like I'm gonna sit through the credits and see if there's a post credit scene, and I am hoping and praying that if there is a post credit scene that they end it with they like flash a 3 on the screen or
Yes,
something.
same man. That would be great. I mean, if they did that, that would be like, whoa, like they're teasing a third movie. Like, cannot wait. Yeah, I agree, man. It's gonna be awesome. I hope I'm staying after the credits too. Like they have to know, fans demand a third movie. After the long wait for the second one, yeah, like fans want a third movie. This is non-negotiable. Okay, forget about doing Moana live action. Forgetting about Toy Story 5. Like, do a third Zootopia, maybe even a fourth one. Because I'm telling you, there's more story to tell. There's more story in this universe. It is just, yeah. There's more story, and a lot more characters. The bird. What happened to the birds? Where are the other? Where are amphibians? Where are primates? Will we see night howlers return? You know what I mean? The whole night howler stuff. Because I feel like that's something that should return in the franchise. Like I said, maybe a predator using night howlers. Um, you know what I mean? I feel like there's potential in that.
Yeah,
Maybe a wolf villain too. Like obviously you cannot make him look like deaf. You can't copy off of DreamWorks, but I wouldn't mind a wolf villain. That would be pretty cool. You know. All right, man. I'm gonna be ending it. A few more minutes. Do you have any last minute things or questions you want to ask me? Like I said, man, I'm watching the Japanese trailer, international trailer, final trailer, the first trailer, maybe even the teaser. Just again, like I cannot wait.
and I think I said it before that the Shakira Zoo song is definitely better than Try Everything.
Oh yeah, I agree. Not that Try Everything was bad. It's just that Zoo is just so much more catchy. Um, Also, Try Everything was definitely more Judy's song, but Zoo definitely feels like everyone's song. It feels like it belongs to Nick. It feels like it belongs to Judy too. You know what I mean? Like just it feels like it belongs to Gary as well. Like it belongs to everyone. It's not just one character. That song, um, you know what I mean, is talking about. It's talking to a bunch. Also, the teaser with Gary and the villain the deaf villain that came out 6 months ago. Isn't that crazy? I thought it was 5 months. It's 6 months ago.
That is crazy.
Yeah. All right, man. I'm ending the stream now. Let me see. Where is? Oh wait, Walking Dead or Breaking Bad? I've never seen Breaking Bad. I know of it, but I've never seen it, DeRosa. I know it's a better show. in terms of quality. But I do prefer Walking Dead just because I've seen it. So yeah. All right, Simba. So yeah, man, that's gonna be it for my stream. Thank you so much for coming and talking to me. I cannot wait, man. I'm gonna you enjoy Zootopia 1 again. Maybe you'll see some things that most people missed. But yeah, man, I hope you enjoy Zootopia.
And one more thing before you go is that is that I I personally feel that Tyrese in The Walking Dead like he should have been more like how he was in the comics. I don't know what they were thinking like with his TV show counterpart because I couldn't stand TV show Tyrese. I definitely prefer comic Tyrese. Comic Tyrese is far superior, is a far better character than whatever the show version was.
The show version 1 was a pansy, because remember, Scott Gimple, and the writers, they didn't believe that black people should be tough, so they made him a pussycat. So yeah, man, that's the thing about TV Tyrese. He couldn't be tough. He couldn't be any of that. He had to be weak. He had to be pathetic and lame. And yeah, that's what they thought people wanted to see with his character. They thought that was more interesting. So yeah. All right, man. I gotta go now. I totally agree with you, by the way. But yeah, I gotta go now. And the next time we chat, man, we will have both seen Zootopia too. Like that's just crazy to me. We will have both seen it. I'm gonna try and do a post tomorrow after I watch the movie. I'm gonna like do a post saying like, guys, I've seen it. What are your thoughts? And then also I'm gonna try and make a spoiler-free review on my channel. I'm gonna try and make that tomorrow as best I can. So yeah, man. There
And
was
I should have one quick thing to say, and that is Comic Carl was also superior to TV Carl. Comic Carl was way better.
he was, but that was a different reason altogether. Um, all right, man. I'm gonna be ending the stream right now. Thank you so much for chatting with me. And yeah, man. I hope you enjoy Zootopia 2 tomorrow. And yeah, I'm going to enjoy it as well. So yeah, next time we chat, um, next time I'm on YouTube like this, man, we're gonna have seen the movie. Can't wait. Oh man, it's finally happening, man. Just
I definitely can't wait to see your movie review. For, yeah, you're doing a movie review for it. I can't wait to see that.
thanks, man. Yeah, well, we'll have to see. Um, I'm gonna try and do a non-spoiler review and then a spoiler review. Um, I think the spoiler review will come out after Thanksgiving. But then again, I have to do Stranger Things too, so I need to figure out how that's gonna work. But yeah, man, I'll talk to you later. Enjoy Zootopia 1 and 2, and have a great night, man. I'll talk to you later.
All right, see you.
All right,
You
take
have a
care,
good
man.
night too.
Thanks, man. You too. All right, here we go. All right, bye. All right, guys, thank you so much for chatting with me. Like I said, tomorrow I'm gonna get wild, if you know what I mean. All right, guys, have a blessed night. Bye.